I have so much to say. I'm trying to be good. I'm trying to be mature, but it's not really working. Why do women not like immature grown ass men? Can someone explain that to me? If you're responsible in that you are providing for yourself and your loved ones, you adhere to your commitments, you can be counted upon, you are reliable, you are an adult in all the ways that matter. Why can you not be an immature child at heart? Why? Because I am petty. I'm a child when it comes to my sense of humor. I don't understand why that is so distasteful. It's my favorite part about myself. I don't care if I get to be 50 and I'm still like this. I don't quite understand it. Hey, Yuma. Wait, what was the question? The live you did earlier is a recording. We don't do recordings, I'm afraid. Sorry. This is a good question. I'll ask all my exes who specified when they broke up with me. It's just like immaturity. No, Yuma, I don't. Being immature has also a lot of positives. I'm here to sell the positives. The first thing is you laugh a lot because stupid shit makes you laugh. The other thing is that I would like to think it keeps you young because I think laughing keeps you young. I think gossip and drama are associated with being immature. That's a positive thing as well. Those are some positive traits. What are the negative traits of being immature provided you're responsible and people can rely on you in other ways? I don't really understand it because I'm real immature and I don't think that's a negative point. I really don't. What's up, Maggie? Oh, this douche nozzle, Ben Dowd Arrow. He's annoying me right now. He is white knighting on behalf of Ivory for reasons unknown to me. I can't for the life of me figure out what it is I am meant to have done to Ivory that required protection. I'll just mute you because I'm not sure if you're up here on purpose. So I'm a little lost as to why Ivory needed protection. It's a little odd to me. All I did was explain her role in all of this so that we could understand that what Jones did was objectively wrong. But somehow he came up needing to defend her honor. I'm just confused. Anyway, shut your dumb face. What would you like to share?
Hi there. I just wanted to maybe shed a little light on your previous question.
Go for it.
So I think no matter how reliable you are, no matter how many times in the past you have, done what was needed and helped many people, I don't think anybody is going to want to follow you or trust your directions if you've just giggled at somebody accidentally saying do.
Why?
I think it sets a precedent that you might be easily distracted, which I am.
But what's wrong with being easily distracted if you're otherwise reliable?
Oh, I think there's nothing fundamentally wrong with it. I think it just makes people think that there's something wrong with it. It projects an image.
I think the idea of an immature man being a negative thing is largely driven by patriarchal ideas that say that men should be stoic in nature. Because if there were seven other people up here and one of them just farted out loud, I'm gonna laugh my ass off.
Sorry.
And I don't know why would that be a sign that I'm a person who should not be trusted or relied upon or viewed with respect in society? Why are we not allowed to laugh at stupid things? If someone is walking down the stairs and they miss the last step and they fall and ass plant, why is it wrong to laugh at that? Now, assuming they're not badly hurt. I just don't understand why immature sense of humor is considered such a horrible thing for an older person. By the way, have you ever heard a woman be called immature? Because I've not. I do think it's a
Yeah,
patriarchal thing of men
once.
being stoic.
No, I think you're right. Um, it also begs the question: do you think that there was an archetype for the initial creation of the patriarchy that they sort of said this is the kind of person this is going to serve
No,
best?
no, no. I don't think the patriarchy is based upon an individual. I think it's based upon characteristics that were decided to be attributed to one group over the other, and then
Right.
conditioned
So
upon
that's what I
that.
meant by archetype. Maybe I used the wrong word. Sorry. But yeah, like a set of characteristics, like you said. Then okay, and I think maybe one of those characteristics might have been um, emotional insensitivity or low emotional intelligence.
Hang on. Immaturity does not mean emotionally insensitive. I think I'm
No,
pretty
I mean
emotionally
that's the opposite.
attuned.
I mean that um, the patriarchy might have been sort of built to serve those who were emotionally unintelligent, therefore making somebody who might be immature, which I believe means you're maybe more okay with your emotions, um, less desirable, like you said.
That's fair. Wolfie, I do want to call you a liar. Nobody called you a child. Who called you childish? You don't act childish. I refuse to believe you were called childish. I will say I found this interesting. Once Ben, and the fact that Ben had like male supporters blows my mind. Once Ben left, I started getting messages like this, and I'll show all of them at a later live if Ben would like to escalate. I'm starting at the lowest level stuff. I know Ben. We met because I was in a live talking about DV. He asked to talk outside. He asked to talk outside the app and was asking very specific detailed info about my abuse. He then trauma dumped onto me, then never spoke to me again. It was bizarre. Please don't share my name. To which and then I asked consent, can I share this message? She says yes. And then she goes on a little bit about your conversation with her. She says yes. And then she goes with her, Ben. And you sounded like a weirdo. I'll be showing those DMs at a later live. Just thought I would point that out while I'm up here. Sure, you dumbass. I appreciate you joining up. I'm going to drop on down only because this is a me ranting sort of live. I will say this to everyone in here. This is a real question, genuine question. What we have, I hate the idea of me having fans, but I appreciate you coming up. Here's what I find odd. Okay. Apparently, we found out or understood after the fact that what Ben is upset about is that apparently I shared with the world that Jones and Ivory were partners. And Ben was coming up to chastise me for saying that Jones and Ivory were partners. The odd thing about that is as follows. A, I know nothing about Jones and Ivory's relationship. Ivory never confided any of that stuff in me. B, I was quoting Jones. Jones said on a live a few days ago, he referred to Ivory as his partner. He did that. All I did was quote what Jones said. Now, the reason why this is goofy is A, I don't think that when I referred to Ivory as the partner and quoted Jones, that people necessarily believed that that meant I was saying they were dating or shit. But Ben coming up here sure as hell made it clear that they must have been dating. The second thing, and I want people to be real about this, and we're going to take a poll, all right? And if we don't get at least 10 people voting on this, I'm going to end the live. So I'm going to end the live if at least 10 people don't vote. Here's the question. Ben's only problem with me was that he believes that I was wrong for outing the fact that Jones and Isabel were apparently dating. But as I just pointed out, Jones is the one who did that. So if Ben has a problem with men who go around outing the fact that Ivory was with Jones, Do you think Ben would have dared go into Jones's live and confront Jones the way he confronted me? That's the question. Given the fact that Jones is as equally wrong in the eyes of Ben, do you think Ben would have or will go into Jones's live and confront him the way he confronted me? If you think Ben would go confront Jones, give a smiley face. If you think Ben would be too cowardly to confront Jones, give me a crying emoji. Smiley face if you think Ben is an equal opportunist and he would have went and confronted Jones. Crying emoji if you think Ben would never go confront Jones on his live. Okay, so we're all on the same page. Now I'm going to exhibit. You can all explain to me what I'm exhibiting, because I don't know if I'm about to exhibit toxic masculinity, fragile masculinity, or insecurity. But why ain't people scared of me? I'm gonna be I'm gonna be so for real right now that it is very upsetting to me that I am less feared. I am genuinely perturbed by the fact that my reputation does not precede me. How on this app have people not come to learn? Don't fuck around with Irish. Don't fuck around with me. How has that lesson not been learned? Why are the prior lessons of people? Why have there are people scared of RTP is only drama scared in the sense like he only says it to be funny, I think. But why would someone be more scared? Why would someone be more scared of Jones than me? That is so upsetting to me and so disappointing for me. And I feel very unseen. I think so. Amanita, it could be exactly that, right? I could understand it's that, in which case I would like to believe it's that Ben just doesn't know who I am. I would like to think it's because Ben doesn't know who I am and therefore just saw a small number of followers and assumed that I was no one to worry about. I would like to think that's the case. The problem with that is Ben follows me, which is weird. And Ben seemed to know a bit about me. And Ben seemed to know a lot about last year. And so he follows me. He seems to have known me from a year ago, and he seems to be in the know about everything that's going on. Why? And let me be clear. Do I want to be feared? No, I don't want to be feared. Okay. I genuinely don't want to be feared. Okay. However, if you are a grown ass man and you are scared of other men on the app, so I'll say it again. If you're a grown ass man and you're scared of other men on the app, how dare you be more intimidated by Jones than me? How dare you? I deserve respect. I'm scary. Wow. Wow. I'm scary. I, okay, maybe I understand why I'm not feared. All right. I can understand. You know what it is? It's because I don't take myself seriously. That's the problem. If I didn't laugh so much, I feel like moving forward, I'm selling myself short by making fun of myself so much. I need to I need to just be serious all the time and use my Batman voice in order to make men respect me moving forward. Cause like when men come up, like I don't want to have to go. "Arr." I don't want to have to do that. I feel like that would just be silly. It's because if he speaks up against Jones, he'll be labeled as a racist because Jones is BIPOC. See, that speaks up against Jones, he'll be labeled as a racist. That's the difference between me and him, Lena. The reason why I have not said anything about Jones for over a year was not fear of being labeled a racist. because Jones already labeled me a racist a year ago. It was because I didn't want to hurt the black community. And what I meant by that was I didn't want to tear it apart. I didn't want to be responsible for that. That's not fair. I thought it should be like, if anyone does that, they have to be part of the community. I'm not going to do that. And like, I agree with you. Ben would just be scared of being how he's labeled. And I don't care how I'm labeled. I'm used to being labeled all sorts of fucking things. Do you know the number one reason why when someone cancels me today, it doesn't hurt nearly as much? It's because so many people now support me. And when I say support me, it's not that they love me, it's not that they like me. It's that they've seen time and time again that the shit that's said about me is just bullshit and lies. And I really do think I have benefited from the fact that it is really, really, really hard to do a large number of lives and for your mask to stay attached for more than 6 months to a year. Because most performatives get exposed, they just can't, their mask just drops after a certain amount of time. So I think a lot of people have sort of determined either A, Irish has monster level stamina, something none of my girlfriends have ever accused me of, or B, I think people have just started saying, you know what? People call him a homophobe and a transphobe and a racist and misogynist, but gosh darn it, it's been 2.5 years. And I've not really seen a lot of that, to be honest. And it is upsetting that people are, it's upsetting to me that people are so thirsty to demonize me that they wish me to be harmful. Like, isn't that kind of perverse? Like, I could check my DMs right now, and there's people who I despise, and someone will come to me with news, and they'll say something like, "Oh my God, did you hear that blank of blank is a P Treadio?" And I'll be like, "Okay, I'm gonna need receipts because I'm not gonna push a false narrative." But then I'll have someone come to me and say, "Hey, did you hear about this person? And he's sleeping with this person who there's a lot of reasons why that would be inappropriate." And I would love to be able to expose what they're doing, but I'm like, well, I don't want to put that person in danger. And I'm not that thirsty to demonize the person that I would try to put someone else in harm's way. It's just, it's the fact, and also like with Mac, the fact that the majority of my haters literally hope that I've been sexually harmful to Mac is so perverse. It's so just, it shows that they don't actually care about these issues as much as they want to weaponize these issues. It's just, I don't know, it's fucking weird. But Ben has, the truth of it is like I have tried to avoid talking on marginalized groups because I just feel like the message gets invalidated or something. Oh, Matt Miller. Why does your name ring a bell, Matt Miller? In a negative way, Matt Miller. Matt Miller, do you ordinarily pretend to support me? Matt Miller? Matt Miller, do you identify yourself as a supporter of mine? I'm just curious because do you identify yourself as a supporter of mine? I'm just curious because I feel like I just learned something about you, Matt. Matt, you were just here a second ago. It's only a question. Don't be worried. I'm just asking a question. No. Matt. Matt. Come out to play. Most women actually hope. Yeah, my question is, Matt, do you consider yourself a supporter of mine? Most women actually hope men are not terrible and haven't harmed women. Most women actually hope men are not terrible and haven't harmed women. Let me read that again. I'm not sure. Most women actually hope men are not terrible. I think that's probably true. I think that's probably true. I don't consider myself a supporter of any smiley face if that's a cop out, crying emoji if that's a fair answer. Because I can see that going either way a bit. But like, I think I would say I'm a supporter of Kenzie's, even though I don't like the word supporter. I would just be like, yeah, I'm a supporter for whatever that means. Matt Miller, let me rephrase it. Do you consider do you consider yourself a friendly to me? And let me be clear, that is not me asking you whether or not whether or not you want to be perceived as a friendly. Do you consider yourself? Do you think that I should consider you a friendly? Like I feel like that's a pretty easy question. Yeah, exactly. Friendly or up. I feel like that's fair. Because like some people listen to opposition and like that's fine. I'll take the free likes or free views if that's what you want to give me. Matt, it's a simple question. Do you consider yourself, should I consider you a friendly? Based upon your feelings towards me. I'd like to think I'm a friendly. Oh, that sounds evasive again, Matt. God damn it. Again, Matt. God damn it. I don't know if I'm going to get a straight answer out of you, Matt. It's a little frustrating. I'm not going to lie. Let me figure out why you popped in my head. Give me just one moment, Matt. So, what is that song called? The only interaction I've had with you is listening, is asking if you'd ever discuss a door, and that was months ago. How does that go? I've got a list and I'm checking it twice. Gonna find out who's naughty or nice. Santa Claus is coming to town. Santa Claus is coming to town. Why were you gifting Ben yesterday, Matt? I'm just curious. Ben, who came up displaying toxic masculinity, potentially, endangering Ivory to the extent he thought that Ivory was in danger, which is nonsense, acting immature, refusing to listen to the conversation. If you don't support people on here, Matt, why did you give Ben coins when he came in here to come after me? Genuine question. Just curious. Probably an accident. I once gave anyone 2 rows. I fell asleep watching you offer. Okay, great answer, Matt. Matt, that's it. That's all you have to do. If it's an accident, it's an accident. Matt, we don't have any issues. You're good to go, buddy. I was just curious. And all y'all are too stabby in the comments. Y'all can keep an eye on Matt. Don't worry. But like I'm just saying, it's also possible that he fell asleep tapping stuff. That does happen. I know, Matt, can you understand the question? Can you understand the question, Matt? Can you understand where I was like, I remember seeing your name recently in something I didn't love. And when I realized that, that's fair. Matt, that's a fair answer. JR, if you're in here, by the way, we're no longer having a debate. I'm sorry, but you have teased my audience for far too long. So I did see you join not too long ago, JR. but I think some decent people in the app can vouch for me. Matt, no one needs to vouch. It's fine. That's a acceptable answer you give. JR, if you are still in here, you have teased my audience for way too long about this upcoming live where you're going to destroy me. You had an account you were spending all this time creating. You have overstayed your welcome, I'm afraid. No one is now interested in that. I have given some people I dislike likes sometimes. That has happened. I don't give people friendlies. I don't give roses to. And I did recently give someone roses, someone I hate. I can't remember who it was, but I remember I was like real embarrassed by it. I was kind of curious who it was. Oh, is that what that is? So wait, people who send me coins, they get to the top of my viewer list? Oh, that's so weird. Wait, is that what that's representing? Wait, guys, I I'm not going to expose. Wait, Lady Luna just got the number 2 gifter badge. Let me see if it shows that. It does. Okay, I am going to put someone on blast. Are you all ready for this? I've been waiting to put this person on blast for the longest goddamn time. And now I got her. Demonstrable proof. Boom. Miss Missandry does not hate all men. I knew it would take a good solid year before she would be able to find me tolerable. 1 full year it has taken. And I think that that is demonstrable evidence that she finds some men tolerable. And I think it's demonstrable evidence that she has, at least at one point in her life, supported a man. Supported a man financially, no less. Financially. Financially. She literally sent money to a man. Money to a man who is capitalizing off the burdens and hardships of women. She did that. I would give that money back if I could, but I couldn't because she did it without my consent. I don't approve of that moving forward. Everyone remember this day. Everyone remember this day. No, no, no. You can't say, I just love the man hate. Don't read too much into it. Because you can love the man hate without tipping the man. You can love the man hate without tipping the man. Finally got it. Oh, I've been waiting a whole year. I've only let you in this live, saying all those horrible things in the comments, waiting for the day when I'd be able to put you on blast. It's been so satisfying. It was totally worth it. I actually love. You know what the messed up thing is? I genuinely don't understand this. This is messed up. Ready for this? I don't remember even gifting you. I only gifted Mac and Brussels. The messed up part of it is people want to like put me in a box by saying I'm X, Y, or Z, advocate, ally, feminist. I just hate all that shit. The truth of it is, I was just raised around incredibly strong, super opinionated, very loud women. And that's really all it was. And if you want to cancel, it's fine, but I did say it will happen and the account is ready. JR, I'm going to need a date and it's going to have to be within the next 2 days. And so I really do think that, like, you know, the way some people want like a clap on the back for being supportive of marginalized communities and stuff. And it's like, no, I got lucky that I was just raised by really strong, independent women. Now, the negative side of that is that they were also incredibly mean to me, which has led me to believe that women who are disrespectful or dismissive to me or don't like me, that that's what love is, which, fuck my mom and my aunts for all of that shit. But I don't think you deserve. Oh, the bump is still there. Still nothing, Tony. Literally nothing. It's just chilling. What is this, day 6 or day 7 of this weird growth on my head? And it's like, but what I'm worried about is like right the back of my neck, right sort of like the nape. I think that's called a nape of your neck. I don't know why that's called your nape. But all I can keep on thinking is that people have told me that anything near your spinal column you should be worried about. Yeah, I know, go to your doctor. Like, I have an actual dermatologist that I go to on a regular basis. You know what? And that dermatologist fucking sucks ass. Do you know the number of times that I've brought to that dermatologist choice pimples and they won't pop them, saying, no, just let it be. And I'm like, motherfucker, I'm paying you money. I want you to pop that motherfucker. They're an anti-pop doctor, pimple doctor. Like, I don't know if there's like different specialties or something, but like I have an anti-pimple popping dermatologist. He's very much just being like, well, if it's not doing anything, what's the problem? And I'm like, oh, you're so unsatisfying. But he's so good. He's so good. Solid bump, Skylar. Quacky, he is so good with my skin. Like his suggestions for different treatments to use, what it is I use on my daily skincare. Like my skin's just, it's never been better. It's fantastic. So like, I don't know. Sarah, who just joined, is also someone who supported Ben. So everyone make sure to give Sarah lots of hate. That's all right, Maggie. It'll survive. What if it's a tumor? Wait, do tumors pop up like the size of marbles overnight? The thing that worries me the most is that it literally just popped up overnight. It was like I woke up and all of a sudden I have like this second head. The Ben lore I can catch you up on super quickly. The Ben lore is that in helping to defend Brussels from the slander going around about her, on a live yesterday or 2 days ago, we had to bring up what started all of this. And what started all of this was a woman named Ivory committing a microaggression against a black woman. And then Ivory and Mr. Jones, both of whom say that they advocate, obviously, for black people, they said that I was wrong for defending the black woman and validating that it was a microaggression, which is wild to me. And both of them claimed that white presenting Afro Latino people are not capable of committing microaggressions, which, as we showed yesterday, 95% of academia disagrees with them. And so, because I simply identified the bad act that Ivory did, Ben in the bottom right hand corner decided to come in and save Ivory from the mere mention of her name, just the mere mention of her name. I have not been denigrating her. I have not been calling her names. I have not been attacking her intelligence. I have not been putting her name up here. I've not been putting her face up here. I wasn't doing any of that stuff. But Ben here in the bottom right hand corner views women as such fragile, precious cargo that the mere mention of their name will make them flip out. Oh, JR, just to clarify, it will be a UK time zone, okay? I understand you're 5 hours. Yeah, it's fine. But JR, did you state a day? Today's Tuesday. I want you to say Wednesday, Thursday, or Friday. Otherwise, like, it's just like if it goes into February, I'm not dragging this into February, JR. You've been promising people for a month. But let me see. Wait. Drop the skincare routine. Why would I drop the skincare routine? My skin is. Do you know my skin is self-moisturizing? This is the one of the things he said that like is amazing about my skin. You know the way there's people who are like oily skinned, and but then you have like dry skinned people. I literally don't need lotion. Like my skin just is the perfect balance or whatever the hell it is. So no, I'm not gonna mess with my skin. I quite like that. Your head and face so easy for infections to spread. Thanks, Tylee, to get me scared shitless now. Tell us what it is. Tell you what is. I just checked my gifting slot and how to get it, and all you have to do is regularly watch the live and comment. Luna, don't be clearing her name. Okay, Friday 100%. And yeah, we'll exchange an exact time. This will be the first of many. Jared, that's adorable, but okay. Mine too. I've never met anyone that says the same thing. I don't need lotion either. Yeah, I've never needed lotion. Like, I don't understand it. I don't have dry anything, but I sure as hell don't have oily anything. My pimple issues, to the extent I ever have any pimples, it's always because I just have really thick hair. My hair, I don't know what it's called, but it's like double follicle. I just constantly, all my follicles have double hairs, every single fucking one of them. And so I will occasionally, I don't know, I've never like pulled a hair out. So I know like people will often say it's an ingrown hair, but it's not like I pull hairs out of these things. But sometimes because there's like two hairs in there, it definitely gets infected, and that's gonna be just really annoying. My skin is super dry, and I don't really get acne on the plus side. That's pretty good. Quacky, don't opine on my physical appearance. We want people to always keep guessing. I may or may not be bald. I said we will arrange a time. Okay, well, just message me. Following you? Hang on, let me double check them. GR, I am following you, so I expect you to get back to me. I've had a bump on the back of my neck hairline that throbs when I get a headache. Okay, so that's a different story. I have a tiny bump right on my spinal column in my lower back. And when I say tiny bump, it's not visible, but I can feel it, and it's about half a marble big. And because I have not been dating anyone for the past few years, I have had to go to my friends and family members. And I don't know why. It's probably sexist. It is kind of sexist, I think. I've only asked my female friends and family members, and none of them will go near it. And I'm so angry at them. And half of them are saying they're not going to do it because it's by the spine, because it really does look to be in like the worst possible place to ever fuck with something. But I think they're copping out. I think they're copping out. I think they just don't want to do it because they don't want to do pimple stuff. Oh, Miss Andry, I told my dermatologist. I fucking told my dermatologist. And he's like, has it been growing? And I'm like, no, it's been there for fucking 5, 10 years at this point. Can you please get rid of it? It drives me nuts. And he was like, has it been growing? I'm like, no, doctor. And he's like, well, just leave it. No, it doesn't hurt at all. It doesn't feel like anything. It shouldn't be there though. There shouldn't be a little bump there. And I'm mad that it's there and it drives me nuts like every 2 days. I hate it. I hate it so much. If it was like face forward, I would like take a goddamn razor blade to it and just like get it out. I'm so frustrated. Yeah, no, it's not that they're not real friends. I guess they are friends. Like, would I pop a pimple? Let me think. Would I pop a pimple? And would it differ based upon them being men or women? Would I pop a guy's pimple? No, I don't think I would now that I think about it. Would I pop a girl's pimple? No, I don't think I would want to pop a woman's pimple either, to be honest. I don't think I want to pop other people's pimples. Hmm. I think, look, Luna, I think some of us are made to be poppers and other of us are made to be poppies. I'm a poppy. I want to be popped on. I don't want to do the popping. This is the only submissive act I'm ever into in my entire life. In this one, I don't want to take the goddamn controls. I'm happy to sit back and have someone dominate me on this one. And God, there's nothing as good as someone like going real fucking hardcore on a pimple either. The thing like, and I love it when they ask, "Am I hurting you?" I love being able to say, "No, bitch, I want it more. I want it harder. Hurt me. I want you to hurt me. I want because I just want the job done." And people are always so goddamn polite about it. It's like, no, motherfucker. Like, sledgehammer that. I just want to feel clean. I just want to feel clean. Like that's how I feel when I got a pimple. Like that thing on my lower back, I just feel invaded. I feel dirty. I feel unclean. I just want it gone and off my body. Drives me nuts. All right, it's coming up on 3 a.m. I have to pretend to be an adult and go to sleep. Who's the person with Dolly Parton who just? Oh, that's actually. I was just about to ask who's the hottie who's got a face like Dolly Parton, but it's a Dolly Parton parody account. That makes more sense. I was asking for you to tell us your skincare routine. I'll do it tomorrow. I'll share it. I don't want to share it in front of Jen though. She gets very volatile, very opinionated.